him. So we're not, no one's here to see him. So we are here with this special guest, and I would like to introduce Mr. Frog. Mr. Frog, would you come sit down? Or, and I understand, is it Comrade Frog?
Comrade
Comrade
Toad.
Frog?
Yes,
Yes, because
yes.
apparently you're communist and anti-fascist. Is
Yes,
okay. Yeah.
that's absolutely true.
So, and also I understand you could also go by, is it Mr. Toady or all the Toadies
Yeah,
in the executive branch? There,
yes, we do have a hierarchy,
Yeah.
and toads are at the top of the
Yeah.
at the top of the food chain, so to
Okay.
speak.
Okay, so yes, so here we are with Comrade Frog.
Comrade Frog.
Happy to have you here.
Thank
We're
you.
glad that, just checking, make sure no one
I
can
don't
see
see
it.
any red laser lights on
Yeah,
or anything.
okay, so no one's following us yet, so we'll just go ahead and get started here.
Yeah,
So,
please.
Comrade Frog, can you tell us a little about yourself and also where you're actually from, since there are very few ponds here in Albuquerque? I'm wondering, is it possible you're just an immigrant from Portland? Is that correct?
Yes, I immigrated from Portland
Uh,
and immigrated to New Mexico.
oh,
So, yeah, but the background is really kind of interesting, at least to me.
oh,
Um,
I'm sure it will
but
be to all of our listeners also. Otherwise, this is just a waste of my time.
So, what's interesting is that this all goes back to World War II, as we all know, but it's not Antifa.
Oh,
As it turns out, it's ANTIFA.
oh,
ANTIFA
is
was
that
a member of
French?
Rosie Riveters.
Oh,
Auntie.
okay.
Faye. And somehow or another, it was lost in translation and became Antifa. And Auntie Faye had her life was reworked because of World War II, and she was a member of the Rosie Riveters gang, making planes, and obviously, rivet and that sort of thing came up. And because all the good guys were over in either in the European theater or the Pacific theater, she had to kiss a lot of frogs
I bet she did.
in order to find the prince. And then, Auntie Faye started to discover that you could lick a frog and get a little buzz from it. But she stopped that when she started to get a lot of warts. So, but Antifa is actually really goes back to our Auntie Faye, who was building planes and rivet, doing all of that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Back in World War II.
World War II.
Hard to believe.
All the way
Yes.
to now with Antifa.
So, what inspired you to get into this I mean, besides the fact you're on the run quite a bit,
Right.
what kind of inspired you here in that?
Well, we have to be on the run because, as frogs, we're all afraid of that pot of boiling water.
Okay, so you've been into this. So you've been into this since you're a little tadpole.
Oh, yes, that's exactly. Yes, that's exactly it.
What do you-
Swimming around in a little pond, and some kid picked me up and put me in a bucket, in a Lowe's 5-gallon bucket, and I turned into
And so
this.
you've been avoiding that pod for many, many years. Well, who were your early influences? Was Kermit a big influence for you?
Kermit was not a big influence in the beginning. Kermit, sort of came along later when I started to really identify myself with frogdom.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the early kind of influences were Looney Tunes.
Oh,
If you'll remember
the
the
frog there, yeah.
Frog there would sing operatic pieces, and then they'd open up the box and he'd stop.
You're My Baby was operatic, and You're My Baby.
Yes, that's right. I couldn't remember the song, but yeah. See, he was really the first the first influence, because he was great. He had the top hat and the cane, and the little bow tie, tuxedo bow tie, and it was just spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see you're not formally dressed today or anything. So
No, no.
you're in hiding.
Well, the sunglasses and yeah, I'm trying to, so nobody can imprint my retinas.
So, what's kind of your most rewarding experience or accomplishment in this last year or so since you've kind of become famous as a dancing frog
As a dancing frog.
or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and now on the run, obviously. And,
Correct.
so, other than the fact that you've been working to upend Ice and
Right.
Barbie and all of her minions. What else?
Well, we do have to be careful of Barbie because, she shot her dog. And
So you don't think
yeah,
you'd have a problem?
it's a gun in a pot of boiling water, it's
So it's
frogs,
not,
it's just a frog's, kryptonite.
so,
So I guess to really address your question, what is our greatest accomplishment, I think, is making Ice look foolish. Um, how do you arrest or do anything to someone who's in an inflatable frog costume and make it look like you're a tough guy?
I don't know that I've ever actually seen them arrested
No,
for frogs.
no, exactly.
A lot of
How do you do that?
reporters,
Yeah,
politicians, but they haven't managed to arrest a frog.
and all of our brethren, the T-Rexes, the horses with people,
The hot air.
yeah, the hot air horses, and we're still waiting for our sumo wrestler brethren to take to the streets as well.
It has surprised me we've not seen this.
Yeah,
That just seems like
Yeah.
given as many as there are around.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yes, you would think. But actually, the big thing is most of those are taken up by hockey teams in the minor leagues because they like to have the sumo wrestlers in the intermissions.
I was gonna say minor league baseball. A lot of them
Minor
in
league baseball
yeah.
too, but yeah, hockey too.
Yeah, apparently it's the way to entertain the crowds when things aren't going
That's
well.
And this is what that's actually a good way to segue into why we've been so successful.
Oh,
I mean, these ice raids are not exactly successful. I
no,
mean, certainly they're violent and unnecessary, but you're taking one or two people away and eventually some of them come back. But when you've got a phalanx of inflatable frogs
no.
that you're staring down at, you're pretty much done.
Yeah.
The game's over.
If that's what you got.
Yeah, with the little hip thrust and, it's all just really good stuff.
That whole dance is just a little bit embarrassing if you ask me. Yeah.
Yes, well, I could say something there, but maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want to get any frog secrets there.
No.
So, how do you stay motivated doing this? I mean, just driving around, well, I don't know, do frogs drive around?
Well, I guess we leap.
Yeah.
It's sort of a leap, not necessarily a drive. But how do we stay motivated? I think we are multiplying like rabbits.
Oh, I guess
there are inflatable frogs and fellow brethren across the country. We started in Portland because that's where ANTIFA wound up settling after the war.
The big,
after the big
war production.
Yeah, after the big war, she went up to the Northwest and in fact settled in Portland, and that's really why Portland is the home for us. But when you see our numbers growing and empty boiling pots, you start to realize just how important we are, or how important we think we are.
Yes. So I understand frogs are kind of the trend right now, but what do you see as the next trend, maybe besides the sumo wrestlers?
Gotcha.
Who do you see going to in the future? Because surely frogs can't last. I mean, their life is not the longest.
No, this is true. I think that our future resides in Subway sandwiches.
Oh,
because this past week had
Oh.
some really good news
Yeah.
for all of us. And so what we learned this week as members of the frog community is that you can indict a ham sandwich, but you can't convict it. And so what we're thinking is that the future is an
Inflatable ham
inflatable
sandwich.
hand sandwich so that we can toss those around. So I think that's the future of our movement.
So you don't think you can procreate enough?
Oh,
Okay,
no, that we can do.
Oh, okay.
Procreation is not our problem.
Okay, once again, that I may have asked the wrong question. Moving on here, Mr. Comrade Frog.
Comrade Frog,
Yeah.
please get it right.
Are there any misconceptions that you feel the administration has about you? Apparently, from what I understand from Fox, you are the arch nemesis of the world. I mean, Antifa Frog is just about the worst thing that could happen to the US.
Yes, well, Portland was a war zone.
Oh, that
You
it
know,
looked like
and
it.
Yeah, absolute war zone. I mean, Portland had its annual marathon here, just a few weeks ago, and people were running like crazy.
Yeah.
And really, what they were doing was they were practicing running for mice.
Yeah. Oh, is that what the
Yes,
new people on the bike were doing also?
Yeah. Oh, well, yes.
Big bike racing.
And really, while the ham sandwich, the inflatable ham sandwich might be the future, I think if this country were to start nude bike riding,
Yeah.
nobody would be touching anyone else.
I don't know. It gets a
Although
little.
some of those Proud Boys
Yeah.
might be.
Well, they wouldn't be so proud anyway.
Excited Proud Boys.
Yes. Yes, I could see that going south.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Or north.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go into
No.
Proud Boys getting excited by the other
right.
new Proud Boys.
That's right. What are they doing in the back of those box trucks before they get dropped off?
Yeah.
They all look kind of sweaty.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, well, it could have been there nude and we might find out. I don't know. That's a whole nother trend.
That's a whole nother special
Yeah.
edition of your podcast.
Blown up Proud Boys. I could see that as a thing,
Ooh.
surely. Yeah.
Yeah, something.
They never get out of the box trucks. So, what are your values that are important to you as a frog, as a toad?
Values.
Yeah.
A good garlic sauce, garlic butter sauce.
You mean if we put you in a
Well, I mean, just it's a value. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those things that if you're really into it, a nice garlic butter sauce would really go well.
Yeah.
We we see everyone the same,
Huh.
and we would like all Americans to be frogs at heart. We're peaceful. We like to rip, stick our tongues out to catch flies. This is the height of frogdom, and running around with tadpoles in tow and that sort of thing. I think that's our value system is simple.
So kind of middle of the road, avoiding ice on one side and the hot plate on the other.
Absolutely. The hot plate. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't want a jumping frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay in Calaveras County to have jumping frogs, but really not
anywhere else.
Not anywhere else. Because we wind up on the highway and you know what happens on the highways.
I'm from Texas and it's armadillos on the highway.
Armadillos and snakes.
A blow up armadillo. I can see it now. The Christmas armadillo. That's a whole
like that. I do like that. Yeah, we'll have to talk to our rank and file.
So the big question for me today is, do you have a personal life? And what's this thing with Miss Piggy going on with you? I mean, my understanding is you can avoid it all you want, but I understand you and Kermit have been getting a little
getting down with the pig.
Yeah, with Miss Piggy. So
the pig.
What's the thing there with Miss Piggy?
Well, Miss Piggy is one of us. I mean, she's a little right of center, I think. but she has assets. And, pink and green are the typical spring colors, I think, within that color palette for spring. So green and pink, so it really does work well. And Miss Piggy is just, she is the
Are you at a loss for words here?
No, I'm not at a loss. I want to be careful with my words.
Our audience.
Miss Piggy is a wonderful entertainer.
Oh, okay.
We all know that
Yeah.
from TV. So it's nice to learn a little, couple of things from her. In
Oh,
fact,
it's
it
nice
was
to
Miss
be
Piggy.
entertained.
It was from Miss Piggy that we learned the salute.
Oh, yeah.
She's the one who taught us how to do that salute. Now we've spread that around.
Okay. So are you going to demonstrate that?
We'll do that on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe I can get you to come on the podcast with.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We'll look at that. So,
Yeah.
all right. So just to kind of close this up here, what are your hopes and goals for the future? How can our audience connect with you? What's next?
What's next is we would like to see all of this go away. We would like to go back to the pond. Walden Pond. We'd like to go back to Walden
We're
Pond.
really going to be literary today. Yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to go back to Calaveras County, Mark Twain,
Yeah.
all of the good stuff.
So
So we would like to go back to the pond, and with that, in order to accomplish that, what we really need here is an entire change at what we think of as the chef counter. All the chefs need to disappear who are in this administration, and that's from the. I was about to call him a toady, but that would be insulting to us. The orange balloon.
yeah.
I think once he's gone, and then his sycophants and small fork wielding trolls will go away, which leaves us nothing to do.
So I'm guessing
My goal is to have nothing to do,
Oh,
but sit around the pond going, ready.
yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
So you're pretty hopeful after the election on Tuesday. The small election.
This week was a milestone in our resistance. And what I mean by our resistance, frogs, Tyrannosaurus rexes, and normal humans. That it was a clean sweep on Tuesday. And then to have Jeanine Pirro lose the case in Washington, D.C. from Sandwich Guy. It's just, this is the kind of thing where you just want to walk around with a martini glass.
It's been a somewhat embarrassing week for the administration, but we'll get to that on our podcast later. So please listen in to our podcast this week. We should get in more details, and I hope you enjoyed our little frank discussion with Comrade Frog. Don't let him fool you. It is Comrade Frog.
That's right.
No doubt he is a communist ANTIFA. No doubt.
No doubt.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you shortly on the podcast.
All right. Thank you.
Please come back. Yeah.